What do you think about the current state of the way things are going on in this country?
I definitely think it's hard for young people to afford buying a house. I know a lot of people in their late 20s.
Liberals have a chance because he's, back in the driver's seat instead of Trudeau.
So you feel like the Liberals are viewed differently with Mark Carney stepping in there?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think it's kind of changed people's perspective on, the Liberal Party.
The inflation rising right now, it's crazy. A lot of people going homeless, especially, everything with the taxes and everything.
Do you think that they can still win this election?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they have a chance.
Plus, you don't get a job and 2 years of, wasting time in a college. But if with other people, my friends, they still don't have a job.
What do you think has caused for, young Canadians nowadays? Because we see that they struggle on getting jobs. And just like you just said, a lot of your friends can get a job. Would you say that the average Canadian nowadays in Mississauga can end up being homeless? Which party do you truly believe that can step in there and resolve this conflict that we're facing in this country? Ladies and gentlemen, today we are in Mississauga, Ontario. Mississauga is a well-known city in Canada. I'm pretty sure it's one of the richest cities in Canada, if I'm correct. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I've been seeing so far, when we pulled up, it was looking nice, a lot of traffic, but the buildings here, the structures, holy. Mississauga, you guys have it. I'll give it to you guys. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can tell by the title, this is gonna be another political video. We're gonna be going around as usual, talking to Canadians, hearing out their opinion with the way things have changed in this country. After all, just like I always say, we know cities and towns and provinces have been affected in different ways. So ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're gonna be talking to the local people in Mississauga. I know they have a special name for them. There's like Hamiltonians, Burlingtonians. What is it? What are they called? Mississaugians? Maybe it's that, who knows? But hey, enough of the yapping. Let's go talk to the locals in Mississauga, hear their opinion and their take with the way things have changed in this country. And ladies and gentlemen, just like I always say, this is one of many political videos I'll be dropping on my channel until 2025. So if you're new to my channel and you like my work and you want to support me, the best way for you to show it is by subscribing to my channel and liking this video. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow a lot. What do you think about the current state of the way things are going on in this country?
I definitely think it's hard for young people to afford buying a house. I know a lot of people in their late 20s, even if they have a good job, it doesn't really go a long way with how expensive houses or even condos have become. I think when I was in high school, condos in Mississauga were 300,000. They go for 700,000 now. So it gets harder and harder for young people to afford living in the GTA, which is why people are moving away from the GTA, which, makes it hard to sustain a lifestyle. I would say.
What's it like living in Mississauga?
To be honest, I was a teenager living in Mississauga. It's not that bad. It's my first winter, to be honest, here. It's a bit cold for me, but overall, it's pretty not bad. But if we talk about school-wise or the things that goes on around in Mississauga, it's a bit dangerous here.
Would you say that in this city, if you're going off a little late night walk or jog, you have to be checking your shoulders at all times to make sure you're safe?
Yes, 100%. I don't, to be honest, feel safe as back where I was from. Just because how it goes around in Canada, easily you can get robbed if you, let's say, have an expensive watch on you or some designing clothes. People will definitely try to get that off you. And even if you, let's say, driving a car, people try to even get something from your car, because it happened to my friend before.
How much money do you spend a week on groceries?
A week?
Yeah, a week.
So I'd say $150.
$150?
Yeah. Per month, I'm thinking $500.
And if you don't mind me asking, what do you think about inflation?
I mean, it's a part of life. It's your day-to-day thing. I wish it didn't happen, a lot of people, it stayed the same, but that's how our economy is, so just have to deal with it.
Would you say there's still hope in the Canadian economy? Because some Canadians say they struggle to live in this economy, especially with people that have, kids. I don't know if you have kids, for an example. Oh, you don't have kids, huh?
I wish things were handled a little better, so it's easier for everyone.
Yeah. Speaking of handling it better, I don't know if you're aware, but the federal election is coming up. Is there any party that you truly believe that can step in there and make a change?
See, so the thing is, I'm not that political, but I haven't done my research too much into this topic just yet. But, you've seen how the Liberal Party has been for like in power for such a long time, and that's kind of led us to where we are right now. So, you know, if I was to vote, I'm kind of leaning towards the Conservatives, just seeing how everything is panning out right now. So yeah, that's it. But I haven't dug too deep in the policies of it, you know. So yeah,
I definitely think groceries are huge.
Yeah.
The same stuff I used to buy, say 3 years ago, costs almost double now.
Yeah.
And fresh produce is so much more expensive, especially organic and fresh produce. I find sometimes I choose the cheaper option instead of the healthier option just because it's so expensive, especially like big grocery stores.
Yeah.
So that's affected me in terms of healthy eating. You know, we get taxed at every level. Farmers get taxed, the grocery stores get taxed, we get taxed. So obviously everything is becoming more and more expensive,
Yeah.
which I don't even think it's just for young people. I think it's people living on a minimum wage job. It just keeps getting more and more expensive to afford living in the GTA,
Yeah.
I would say. So, I mean, I'm here for whatever I need to do to pay less tax.
Well said, Miss. I know you said you can't really disclose, but which party do you truly believe that can step in there and make a change with this upcoming election?
I think they're both terrible in their own way.
Okay.
I think there's some good points that the Conservatives put up. There's some good points that the Liberals put up. But really, it's hard to say. I think as a young person, I should definitely research
Okay.
both parties.
I respect that.
It's like picking the lesser of two evils for me. They're both crappy,
I see.
in my opinion.
Based off from what I've seen on social media, which party do you think has more senses?
I used to think it's the Conservatives, but with Trudeau resigning and Mark Carney being put up, I feel like the Liberals are kind of getting closer. It's hard to tell. I honestly feel like it could go either way. I have friends that would vote Liberal. I have friends that would vote Conservative.
Yeah.
I think the consensus is everyone just wants living in the GTA to be a little cheaper.
Plus, you don't get a job and 2 years of wasting time in a college. That for me, I was hard worker. I finally, God bless me with a good work. But if with other people, my friends, they still don't have a job with the same college timing, they don't have a job. So for them it's hard,
Yeah.
So
What do you think has caused for young Canadians nowadays? Because we see that they struggle on getting jobs, and just like you just said, a lot of your friends can get a job. What do you think caused that?
exactly, and I know what's caused that because I was the inside of the core that people were struggling and people are facing like a crazy situation, and one of the causes were this Canada government getting the international just because they are paying more money as a
International
student.
students?
Yes, they were paying 3 times on me. Like I pay, I'm a Canadian, not Canadian, but I just got Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
So for me was $3,000 a semester, $3,000 a semester.
Yeah.
But for them, it's $10,000 a semester.
Holy.
Just that's why this Canada or Trudeau got more international students. They getting them good money from the international students.
And that's
But they don't knew that if we get more international students, it can cause for other
Canadians,
Canadians, they cannot find a job. That's what's happening. They got too much that they're not right now is not job for the Canadians. That's the fact. That's why the Canadian likes more. I don't want to be racist, but they're getting more Indians just because they know the only community can survive is Indian. Just because they don't say too much talking, but they put their work on there. Like as Indian, they know that if they come here, they have to do part-time job. They have to. If they don't do part-time job, how they gonna pay their bills? How are they gonna pay the triple money for the college? So for them, they have to work. And what I see, anywhere I go the grocery store anywhere, the cashier, all of them Indian, all of them this from one community, and this is not fair. I have my other brothers, this and that. They're struggling for the work. Even my friend is struggling for the work. The other Canadians, they're struggling for the work. And this is the beginning. I don't know what's gonna happen for later.
There's one thing where the Conservative leader, he's talking about, bringing in are opening up the energy sector. So that's going to lead to more jobs. So that sounds pretty positive to me, right? Like there's a lot of red tape stopping that kind of business to open up. So yeah, just hearing that kind of stuff is like very positive to me, which makes me lean more conservative than liberal.
What do you think about Mark Carney, our new prime minister?
Yeah, don't know too much about him. I know he's like he comes from the corporate world. I think because he came in, a lot of people are going back into the liberal bandwagon because, people just had too much of Trudeau. If someone's grandmother got ill, it was Trudeau's fault, right? Like, it was kind of unfair, I feel, to that extent. But yeah, he seems well spoken. Seems like he's got his stuff together. He's been on a lot of big posts, like with a lot of responsibility, and a lot of people say good things about him. So I think Liberals have a chance because he's, back in the driver's seat instead of Trudeau. So
you feel like the Liberals are viewed differently with Mark Carney stepping in there?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think it's kind of changed people's perspective on, the Liberal Party for sure with him stepping in.
Do you think that they can still win this election?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they have a chance. But again, that's just me. I haven't looked at the numbers, the data, or anything like that. But just like the general vibe of things, it feels like it's more even now than it was leaning all conservative before. So yeah.
Absolutely love what you're doing.
Yep.
I 100% support it.
Okay.
I'm just not going to participate because I'm a professor of political science.
Yeah. Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, at the University of Toronto, and I just don't want my students, one way or another, to feel uncomfortable based on what they always want to know what I think.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so then I'll have students who then don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
And I want my classroom to be a welcoming, opening space for a diversity of opinions.
Of course.
And not have students say, well, I need to repeat back to her what she thinks, wants to be said or something. But what you're doing is so important. I love it. I love young people getting involved in politics.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. So please keep doing it.
Yes, miss.
And I wish you the best of luck with it.
Thank you so much, miss. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much,
have a
sir.
good night.
Yeah. You too, guys. God bless.
People who live here, they do hard work. You gotta wake up 5 o'clock. What I do, 5 o'clock morning, I wake up and I drive 1 hour and I finish my job and I drive again 1.5 hours back. Too much rush, crowded over the highways. You gotta go through this, and for what? For $160 a day. I'm happy, but $160 cannot do nothing. Okay, I put $80 gas a week. These groceries are fucking expensive. My rent, this and that. But overall, I pay from my own pocket sometimes for this extra. Like I cannot make from one job the payments. I have to do some side jobs,
some side jobs, yeah.
So basically, it's very tough,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. And I'm pretty sure a lot of Canadians out there watching this video can relate to what you just said, because I've actually heard the same thing you just said from other Canadians. Some of them have even said they need to have up to 3 to 4 jobs, on the side. One job is not gonna be able to feed all those sources,
sure,
and it's understandable. And I hear you, brother. I hear you. Would you say that the Canadian dream is dead? Like, do you feel like the Canadian dream is dead?
When I came to Canada, nice question. I had big dreams. I thought I can be a chief, like one house and good car for my moms and this and that. You know how you came with a good dreams. Everybody has a dream to make the moms happy. For me, my mom is for me everything. I don't care about girlfriend, this and that. This is all this time of the loves and this and that. But the real gangster is to get their family feed food. And that's the real gangster, what I call, is getting the food to your home and make your mom the smiles. That's it,
Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah,
that's everyone's dream. Everything you just said, we know the federal election's coming up. I don't know if you have been paying attention.
Yeah.
Which party do you truly believe that can step in there and resolve this conflict that we're facing in this country? I know you said a lot, and I know you're in pain, brother. I hear you. And just like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that just are watching this video, they can relate to you, because what you just said, I've heard it from many other people, but obviously everyone has a different story.
Yeah.
So once again, which party do you truly believe that can step in there and resolve certain things in this country?
I'm not good on those, you know what I mean, like politics.
Okay.
But all I'm saying, whoever's gonna be stepping, they should think of young generation, man. You know, young generation is the thing that they can, even young generation can make it and make it fucked up too. So I would say give them opportunities, give them a hope, not be like, oh, yeah, the first option should be the Canadian first, not the even international.
So
you know,
saying Canada first.
yeah, Canadian first. You know, if you're not giving your Canadian, your brother, if you cannot help your brother, can you help me? You know, you have to first help yourself, then bring other people.
I like that.
They don't help here. They don't make environment here better. They don't make jobs here better. They're bringing more. Oh, just because they can pay more money, this and that. But no, I hope my voice can be here to one of the good peoples, and yes, and I hope this the things that I said get improved.
For sure.
But people struggling. Honestly, people are struggling. It's not just me. I'm just saying to everybody's speech, everybody's words. It's not easy. People will become thief, and people will become more violent just because there's no money. And I have my other friends that they try to do college, this and that, but when they saw the college is waste of shit and they spend money on there, then he went to the auto thief. Then he jacking cars. He did it. Now he's in a jail. I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
But there is people and my friends that they got fucked up. They left their dreams. They went somewhere like.
They're forced to do crime now.
Yeah,
you know,
they
just
forced.
to try to feed their family. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. The life pushed them to go to do wrong stuff.
What's your name?
Kareem.
Nice to meet you, Kareem. Well said, brother.
Listen to.
Dimani.
Imani, he is one of the good youngsters, and I like this guy. He came all the way to the cold weather, and he's taking my speech just to getting from young guys' hearts some pain, which he's doing awesome thing. You know, nobody comes to you and ask you how you're doing and how is your experience to Canada. I mean, I give him thanks to coming to asking a young generation that what's going through their life. Respect that, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is an ad from Dimani. And yes, it's an ad for me. So guys, listen, you guys know I go from cities and towns all over Ontario. So recently, you know, I made a GoFundMe and I actually made a video about it, telling you guys about it. Some of you guys even donated. So I want to say shout out to those that donated. Thank you guys for the donation. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you. It's helping all these trips. So ladies and gentlemen, just a little reminder, if you're someone who enjoys what I'm doing and you want to support me, for me to keep going and reaching out as many cities and towns as I can, if you want to donate and help out in any way, click the first link in the description. It will take you straight to my GoFundMe, and it's going to help out on these trips that I'm doing. So thank you so much.